Hello, in this video we're going to discuss how to make a star have a supernova and then become a black hole, part 4. How to restore a star from a supernova. Okay, so firstly God created the stars and wants his stars back. So we have to restore the stars. Firstly, you have to shut the black hole's wormhole down. Then you have to teleport the star's shell back to exactly the same location from where it was taken. Then you have to remove all debris from the star's fuel dimension. So a lot of debris would have been sucked in there and it has to be removed, otherwise it can interfere with combustion. Then you have to ask the Holy Spirit and God to top up the star's fuel dimension with fuel. Then ask God to create a new wormhole from the star's fuel dimension back into the inside of the star's shell. And you also have to, also has to return the gravity crystals and wormhole element rod to God for the recreation of the wormhole for fuel supply to the star. So once the wormhole is placed back the way it was originally put there, for this what happens is God goes inside the shell and brings with him the wormhole rod, and then he places the gravity crystals onto the wormhole rod by use of wormholes. And he does it all by hand, and the placement of all the gravity crystals simultaneously. So how would we do that? How would God do that? He places the wormhole element rod into another dimension, and then pre-arranges the placement of the gravity crystals, which is very difficult, and then teleports in the wormhole rod, and the instant it appears, the gravity crystals connect and fuel supply is started, and God then teleports out of there through another wormhole, otherwise he would get injured by the fuel. So as you read in the book in the beginning, that fuel burns, and that is why that happens. And also to remember that when God originally did this, he was in soul form only, which is even more delicate than in our body. So the fuel then goes back inside the star's shell from the wormhole and exudes through the holes of the shell onto the surface, contacting catalyst, and then combusts in the upper atmosphere, and away you go, the star's going again. So something that would baffle people is black holes. When stars and planets are drawn into them, they vanish. And there's a reason why they vanish. Heaven intercepts the planets and stars before they go into the wormhole and puts them in another dimension where it is safe. There's only ever been one case of a star being destroyed by a black hole, and that was recorded recently. That is the only time in any history it has ever happened. So that is also a sign of time travel, as when you see stars and planets vanish. Alright, so heaven has sent someone back in time to intercept them and put them somewhere safe so they're not destroyed. That includes planets with sentient races, sentient kind, and life. So they're intercepted and teleported into another location where it is safe for them. So this goes back to the first history. When we talk about multiple histories, it goes back to the first history where this sort of thing occurred, and as I've mentioned, it is deliberate. So it's not a prank or anything. It is in fact a thing that had to happen in history in order for people to understand time travel. That's what it leads to. I am the Archangel Daniel, and I'm from heaven.